Hey there, how you doing? Andy White today from recruitmentmarketinginternational.com. So we help launch, grow and scale recruitment and search businesses. So we work with the owner, with the director or directors, and we take them from startup to 250k to a million and upwards from there, or a larger business, and we maybe take them from a team of 30, 40 people, maybe reduce the team down to 10, 20, but we treble, quadruple the profit. That's what we do. We've been doing this now for over a decade. Originally, my background was digital and investment banking and media, and I brought it into recruitment over a decade ago. So our strategies I've created from the ground up, tested. We've got over 200 strategies. We're adding new strategies all the time. Everything is documented, template driven. Got a pretty cool setup here. However, there are people in the world that you will come across in your life. And my dad said to me years ago, no matter how you drive down the street, there will always be that one PRAP who will want road rage. It's just life. It's just life. So I want to do one thing on this quick video. I just got back from the gym, and as I've come back from the gym, I've been reading my WhatsApp from my team. So one of the communication methods I use with my team in the Philippines is WhatsApp, and we've got a number of different chats. So one of the things that I've just come across is feedback, if you want to call that, from somebody. And really, it's not really about the somebody. I couldn't give two hoots about negative people. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. That's your world. You take whatever inputs in your life and you process it and you create your own outputs. You know, you do that. If you get onto a keyboard and you do X with it, or you go around doing road rage, that is your thing. Life is too short. However, one thing that I do want to just quickly share on this video is really opening eyes about to what is possible. Often we don't know what we don't know. So when I do a call with a person who has either watched one of these videos, or they've listened to one of our iTunes podcasts, or they've watched a webinar, or they've spoken to somebody and say, I worked with Andy Whitehead 3 years ago, this happened. And they then jump on a call and then we go through A, B and C. One of the things that I still process internally is the person doesn't know what they don't know. And I know often a lot about what they don't know. So I might get a phrase like, Andy, we're different because, or it will be, yes, but, etc., etc. And we've got this limiting belief inside ourselves. And that limiting belief is often driven from childhood. You know, we make 90% of our decisions as a child, and our behaviours are created up to the age 0 to 7, the formative years. And then that drives into our teenage years. And you are where you are as an entrepreneur for whatever reason. I'm not here to discuss any form of counselling. It's not why I'm here. Often, though, when I speak to a member, especially during COVID, it does become a very personal relationship, and it becomes around about what drives them individually, what's the outcome they're looking for. And I mentioned in the previous video, most of the conversations I had in COVID and the strategy sessions were not around strategy, it was around actual personal drivers, etc. So here's the thing, you got limiting beliefs about what's possible. And when we have somebody who has joined our program and they've 10x their business, or my driver was many years ago, double your revenue and double your time off. I think that's pretty damn simple. If you've been making cold calls all the time, if you've been sending out LinkedIn emails which are limited, if you've been then going to networking events, if you've been going through your little black book, if there's a way whereby you can then have an ecosystem where you've got 30,000 clients in your ecosystem as a max, and there are 100,000 candidates, or it might be just 1,000 clients and 3,000 candidates, or whatever the number is, if there's a way whereby someone from the investment banking industry and the media industry has seen strategies and then brought them into recruitment and they've worked damn well, he's not shared the low level how to the external world, but his members have seen it, and he's got these external case studies where members have applied it repeatedly and they grow month on month. It's about them taking 30 days. That may be difficult for you to process. In the same way, I went through a period about 18 months ago of really thinking, right, I'm going to get my body in shape. I've always been to Muay Thai, to kickboxing. So that's where you use fist, elbows, shins and knees. And you get a body which is often lean, but it's not in any way sort of big. Not that be a bodybuilder, but I wasn't challenging myself to just changing my body shape. And then I hired a gentleman, and it was only an online gentleman, but he was a coach. And where I live, he was where I lived, the national champion. He was one of his proteges, and then he's passing it on for his own fee. And my body composition changed greatly in 6 months. It changed greatly, and do you know what happened? When I look back, it changed greatly, because of nothing crazy. It was literally a process of understanding the exercises to take in the right order. To give you an example, I didn't know this. The first set of exercises he gave me for the first 6 weeks, and I work out 5-6 days a week, have done since age 11, 12. Started off with athletics, always have. I thought I knew, I researched these things. But the first maybe 3 months, these exercises, I was thinking, is high volume. What he was doing, he was increasing the blood flow. But I was finding it fairly easy, but increasing the blood flow. Then we went to heavy work, and my body transformed along with the meals. And I was the archetypical 7 meals a day, that sort of thing went through. Just challenged myself. But I didn't know about doing these light weights to increase volume of blood flow. I didn't know these things. But my body changed hugely. And so the lesson here is you don't know what you don't know. If I read on a web page, you do these exercises, so you do these weights, but the volume's this, I'm going to think you're not going to be getting big there. You're going to get, if anything, leaner. But I didn't know that was step one in a process. At the end of 9 months, I'm putting on 20 pounds of weight. I didn't know that. And I questioned him and I pushed back because I coach. I work with people. I pushed back. Andy, this is why. You're one of the few people to actually ask me this. Trust me. All right, now I've explained, I'm going to do it. And it worked. So you don't know what you don't know. So let me give you a very, very simple example. You could be running, you could somehow, let's say that we've got templates for every single strategy, templates, workflows, worksheets, the whole thing, fill it in or model this, etc. But let's say you take a 7-step template to bring in clients. And let's say that you run it in exactly the same niche as one of my members. But my member's getting a 70% response rate and you're getting 20%, but you're using the exact same template. What's going on here? Now I know, because I've now been doing this over a decade. So it could be, give you a very simple example. I'm just going to make the point here. You could have the same clients you're sending that to, the same automation, the same templates. He's getting a 70% response rate, you're getting 20%. And then when you speak to those clients, the conversion he's getting is 75% and you're getting 10%. Why? Well, two of the factors up front is this. When you run a campaign or you reach out to a client, in most search niches, and many, if not most recruitment niches, your client will do two things, whether it be a 5-second sanity check, and you can actually put software on your website to do this, and also on LinkedIn, your client will do two things. They will check out your website, and they will check out your LinkedIn. At the very least, it'll be your website, but you may never know that. So they may ghost you. And it's because your website sucks. But I spent $5,000 on it. I didn't give two hoots. I've got a member now doing $1 million with a 1-page website, but it's not the most important thing because the campaign brings the business in and the website's a sanity check. Is he delivering what he needs to? Right. If you make these changes textual wise, that's what we need to do now. When we do website 2.0, you need to change it. By the way, I've got a template you can use. You can actually use my website template and upload this template. So we've actually got we got your website done for you. But the point I'm making this is the same person in two different niches, two different businesses, can run exactly the same stuff. One will convert 10 times higher because their website sucks, but same campaign. Or their LinkedIn sucks, same campaign. They don't know that because all they're looking at is this. So you don't know what you don't know. But the great and beautiful thing about this is you are sitting on an opportunity of a lifetime possibly because you don't know what you don't know. Now, I'm not saying necessarily you work with me. If you're savvy and you're hungry and you're a recruitment search business owner who wants to be doing big things and we're like-minded and you're going to take action, then I do want to speak to you. If you're not, if you're going to be one of those who's like, yeah, but, look around the rest of your life. Are there yeah, buts everywhere? Yeah, but I'm this. Yeah, but my upbringing. Yeah, but the weather. No, you take ownership and accountability. And the only way you can change your life with everything is accountability. Is everything. It's not COVID. Some businesses, we got a member who's doing 80K the year before COVID, is now doing 2 million a year during COVID. 80k to 2 million during COVID? No. So you don't know what you don't know. And the ultimate lesson I'm sharing with you is this. Hopefully you've heard this before, but the 5 people you surround yourself with is who you become. The 5 people you spend time with, you'll be the average, monetary-wise, culture-wise, mindset-wise, all of it. So be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you listen to. And remember this, your time is clicking by. It's just going by. So be hungry. Whether it's with me or it's another way, what goes in, you will process and create an output, which is your action. And you don't know what you don't know. I didn't know that spending these weeks doing sometimes new exercises, there's cable stuff in there that I'd never done before, but I'm like, 20 reps? I'm not going to get big on 20 reps. I'm going to put the weight on. I didn't know that the body needed a reset. It needed a repump. It needed to get the blood moving. I didn't know that. But because I asked him, he explained it, now I've got it. Andy, you're one of the first people to ever ask me that. Trust me, I trust you now, you've explained it. And that's a lesson. The same is, your website could be letting you down hugely. Your LinkedIn could be letting you down hugely. That might be why you've lost 500k this year. Because they're doing a very quick sanity check and they're going, no. And you might have the best process in the world to get leads. But those two are letting you down. These are, for me, day one at school stuff. But you don't know what you don't know. So be careful about your own limits. Be careful about what you can and can't achieve. Now, I don't know your age. But I'm finding years are going quickly and quickly and quickly. And don't take any crap from anybody in terms of what is possible. But be really clear about yourself about what you do want. And know it is possible. Impossible. I'm possible. That isn't some cliche. Be careful what you listen to. So again, you don't know what you don't know about your recruitment search business. Whether you go and listen to another 30 videos of mine, whether you go to our iTunes and listen to those, or you go to recruitmentmarketinginternational.com, click on Meet, fill out the information I asked for, and then we can jump on a call and we can see what's what. But only if you're ready to do this. Ready to do this. I need to enjoy what I'm doing. I want to work with like-minded people. Those who are going to, yeah, this is on. This is now game time. But be careful who you listen to. And be careful of people around you. Now, fortunately, I've got a very supportive family. Not everyone has. Be careful about what you read. Those who make life from either gossiping about people or their life from assessing you, or no. You want people who say, right, darling, you can do this, you can do this. But know this, being an entrepreneur isn't just strategy. It's the action you take to achieve the outcome of that strategy. So the strategy needs to be on point, but that's based on your starting point and what your assets are. But then the action you take be based on what you put in here. So really, this is a call to arms as a recruitment search business owner. Make it your outcome. Make it your thing. You know, I'm really peeves me about people who are beaten down by people who are limited by their own beliefs, and then they listen to other people who are, yeah, no way, no. You don't know. The 5 people you surround yourself with is who you become. I had a group inside my program, and I was chatting to one of my team today about this. We had a group in my program a few years ago. We called them the Wolf Pack. As a group of eight people, and each one of them, they came into the program, and each one of them had their own thing. Like Darren pressed the living shit out of me. He's like, I almost rejected him because he was like, yeah, but Andy, and he was like, whatever we were focusing on during our initial strategy session, that's to see if we're a fit. All he was doing was making sure I knew my shit. Darren 10x his business. We had another guy come in, John, absolute legend of a guy. He comes in, very methodical, step back and listen. Very methodical. We had another guy, a Scottish guy. I remember we did, before pre-COVID, we do live events in London. So we do 3 a year at the Grand Connaught Rooms in Covent Garden, beautiful palatial surroundings. And people flying from around the world. Day one would be new strategies, and I give new strategies. A huge, big workbook, big thing, 140 pages or so. Day 2 would be about, right, creating the plan for the next 90 days, 120 days. About 2 hours in, this guy walks in, first time met him, walks in, all right guys, this Glaswegian guy, absolutely legend of a man, absolutely hilarious. But we had this group, and I was saying today to one of my team about, remember this group? What do they all have? What do they all have? What's our members had over the years? What they had, that thing that I can sort of explain about? And it's like, they had this drive to change, Now, I don't know their personal lives. I don't know what was around them, but it was a joy being with them. And it's a joy being with my members. We love who we work with. But be aware who's around you. Be aware of what you read. Be aware of what you take in. And don't be limited by other people. This is your business. No one's going to give two shits about you in 5 years, 10 years' time, 1 year's time, when it's all gone to pot. Or, conversely, you've gone from doing 200k to 2 million. Let's hope they support you like your real friends will. But you know what? Screw them. Whatever. It's your outcome. Make your spouse proud. Make your kids proud. Make yourself proud. Keep this focused on your outcome. The 5 people you surround yourself with is who you become. So make your life epic. And if you're an entrepreneur, as callous as this is, I'll say it as it is. We judge our success as a human, rightly or wrongly, by our success as an entrepreneur. So you know you need to make this right. Whatever right is for you. So with that said, keep this closed up, i.e. put good stuff in, good stuff out, make it happen. If you want to speak to us, recruitment@marketinginternational.com. My name's Andy Whitehead. Remember, stay strong.